Awesome solo from AC/DC, and it's the song You Shook Me All Night Long, and we've got 4-bar chunks going through the entire solo, so that's covering 4 licks or 4 phrases, which actually runs the entire solo. If you want to hear the solo in full, then go along to my TikTok page or Instagram page, where they will be on there as well. If you do like it, please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button and all of that sort of stuff. Visiting the socials, comment with something either related to the video or not below, and give it that thumbs up, obviously. If you want the tab for this lesson, it is free on my website, dansguitar.com, and if you want to support the channel, please go to patreon.com/danspage. They're all linked below, where you will find different tier systems, lessons, jamming tracks and other stuff which you won't find here on YouTube, and it all helps support this channel and keeps me rolling along, because that pays more than YouTube does, sadly. Let's get on with the breakdown of all 4 licks, and then I will say a little bit more at the end. There you go. So we're using what seems to be the G blues scale for these, because it works so well. But you start with that 5th fret bend on that 3rd string. Now this is quite a long bend, and you can add the vibrato onto the top of that if you want to. I can't remember whether Angus does or not, but it's all about the phrasing with this. So try and bring that bend in gradually, but make sure you hit the top of it by the sort of 2nd or 3rd beat at the very latest. So anyway, bending that 5th fret full tone. Then you've got a roll back of the 3rd fret from the 1st string, rolling back onto that 2nd string, going to the 6th fret on that 2nd string. Then it's going to be a bend from the 5th fret, bending it up, 3rd string, coming back down and then pulling off to that 3rd fret, or picking the 3rd fret on the same string. So, and that needs to be smooth running through, so you don't want, you need to make sure you're keeping the smoothness as you roll through all of those notes. So you've got going to that 3, rolling across to the 5th fret on the 4th string, 5th fret on the, and you hold that 4th string as well, so 5th fret on the 4th, 5th fret on the 5th, back to the 5 on the 4th. So you kind of to try and generate a double stop with those notes there. So sorry. Be quite subtle with that last 5 on the basically the 2nd strike of the 3rd bar. You don't want that to be overpowering. They need to kind of be balanced with each other. Then you have a run from 5-3 D string, so that's a 4th string, and then to the 5-3 on the A string, adding in that vibrato on that C note. So, and then that's the last part of the lick, which is 4th bar, 6-3 on the E string, double stop on the 3rd and 2nd strings, 3rd fret. Now I would normally put a blues curl on this, and I'm pretty sure Angus does as well. And you have 5 on the 4 and then 5 on the A to finish it with. I'll play it all slow for you now, so it ends up like this: 3, 4. There you go. Let's move on to lick number 2. here we go. So starting with a 5 on that 4th string, and then a slight pinch harmonic if you can get it. If you can't, don't worry about it, but it's the 3rd fret on that 3rd string. So then you have a rest, and then you're sliding into the 7th fret with your middle finger. So 2 strikes of the 6th fret on the 2nd string after that. Then you do another slide with the middle finger on the 9th fret on the 3rd, and 2 strikes of the 8th fret on the 2nd string straight after that. So you should end up with, love that move as well. It's going into shape 2 and then into kind of the shape 3 major area on that. So okay, and then we had, lovely, I like that. So you have the 9 on the 3rd string, going to the 8 on the 2nd, bending the 10 full tone, whilst keeping that where it is. You're basically going to the 10 on the 1st string as well. So let's bend the 10 2nd, hit the 10 on the 1st string, bringing that 10 on the 2nd back down, with an 8 and vibrato straight after that as well. So then this is the nice kind of tricky bluesy part of it, where we have really getting that bounce with the bends on this. So you have the 11 on the 2nd string, bending that up a full tone. Don't let that come back down and stop it at the top of the bend. Straight to the 10. Now I use my little finger or 3rd finger. I might move that 3rd finger back, but for this purpose I'm going to use the little finger for a semitone bend from the 10 to the pitch of the 11. And again, don't bring that back down, or don't let that back down. And then it's 8 on the 2nd string, 9 on the 3rd, 8 on that 2nd string, and that leads us into the 18th fret full tone bend for the start of lick 3. So you have, slowly it goes 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That leads you into lick 3. Let's move on with that now. So you'll notice on the tab of this one, I didn't do the 15 or the 18 at the end until that very last cycle of the lick. Main reason being is because that leads you into lick 4, so we'll leave that until we get to it. But the lick basically starts, lick 3 starts with that 18th fret bend at the end of lick 2, or just as that previous lead in. So I'm going to start that. You can't see it on the tab right now, but it's the 18th fret 2nd string on the and of 4. So, and that's your next set of notes. So that's 15 first, 15 second, 18 on that 2nd string. Now finger wise, I would be using finger 1, 1, 4, because you're coming into the 17th fret bend on that 3rd string. So that's your next bar. So that's the bend up of the 17th 3rd string, bend up, let it back down, strike the 15 on that same string, then 17 on the 4th, 17 on the 3rd, 15, 17, full tone bend, leaving your little finger to play the 80, and then you do the same thing again. And then it's going to be 17 up, down, 15, 3rd string, 17 on the 4th, then it's a double stop of 17, 15, 17, 15, and that is on string 3 and string 2. So if you use one finger to press down on both of those strings, you're not going to go far wrong. And then it tails off with, and that leads you into lick 4. So hence why it's on the tab as it is. So the solo's written out in full. So I played lick 3 for you slow. So it goes something like this. So 3, 4. That was lick 4. Let's move on to, sorry, that was lick 3. Let's move on to lick 4. Get it right, eh? This final lick, final phrase, or your 4, actually 5 bars on this one, because you've got your last note of the solo. You're starting from the end of lick 3, which is the 15 on the second string and 18 full tone bend on that first string. Bringing that back down to the 18, this is where we're starting the second note, so it ties over from that last bar into the first bar of lick 4, so it's the 18 with the vibrato above it. So a little bit of vibrato on that 18th fret, first string, pre-bend the 17th fret, and then bring that back down on the first string, going off to the 15 on the same string. Then it's 17 first, 17 second, and then 15 on the first, and then you're going to be bending the 18th fret second string up a full tone, so you've got like that, and then that's going to be 15, 18, 15 on the second string. Leads you into that lick I just played, which is the third string, 17th fret, bend up, let down 15, and bend to 17 once more, full bend with vibrato, if you can get vibrato in. Then you have a 16th note, double 16th note, so leading you into bar 4, so that's 15, 17, like that, onto the 15 on your first string. So 15, 17 second, 15 first. Back to the 17 second, back to the 15 first, then a semitone bend from the 17th fret once more, and then you're bending that up, letting it down, coming off to the 15 for 3 strikes, and then finish your solo from there. I'll play it for you slow now, and it goes something like this. So 3, 4. There you go, hand you back to me for signing it all off for this week. They were your 4 licks, your 4 4-bar phrases that make up the entire solo for You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Phrasing is key to making these work, and if you did like this video, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, hitting that bell button, give it a thumbs up because that is very important. Thumbs down doesn't work. If you don't like it, just bugger off and watch something else, eh? Anyway, there we go. Alright, shall see you all soon. I'll probably see you next week for another Lick Friday. Not sure what we're going to be doing next time, but we shall see where we end up. Alright, see you later everyone. Patreon, subscribe, link below. Go and check it all out. Visit me on socials. For the full solo, it's on one of my social things. Can't put it on here because I get a copyright strike. There you go. Laters everyone. Bye.